Please welcome to the field, your 2026 San Francisco 49ers!
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. On the return, here's Jacob Cowie. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Helming the offense, spent his full college career at Iowa State and fought his way to a career as an NFL starter. It's Brock Purdy.
One of the things that I just love about Purdy's game is he always continues to learn, grow, and really refine it. He gets the most out of what he has year in and year out.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. It will be 1st down, 49ers.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Down the field. Evans has it. Getting close, and a hit will force him to that sideline. But not before he picked up 24. And that is a San Francisco 1st down.
49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Purdy throwing here. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. That is Nakobe Dean. And now it's going to be 2nd and 20.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
On 2nd down, here's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to wind up with about a 5-yard gain there on 2nd down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Third and long for him here. Hitting this throw is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's 4th down. Well, I know you love to call this the money down, Brock, and on that 3rd down, that pass rush just got paid.
Ooh, look at you right there. That's their job. I mean, in the minds of those guys in the front 7, Kate, you've been around them your whole life. They know it. They don't want to rely on anybody else. Their secondary, they want to get home, and they did. It's just kind of a confidence builder. job. And now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Dylan Laube on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. Calling the shots at quarterback, the 15-year veteran. Here is Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him. Looks the final chapters of his career will contain some of those. I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Knocked down by Fred Warner.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he's going to go down here. Pressure gets him at the 23. Osa Odigizua. And that's going to bring up 4th and 15.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3-and-out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
He's got this at the 27. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Three and a half to go now in our first quarter. Looking to throw, Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it, and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs from 37. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
A pitch to McCaffrey. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders are all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's not going to be able to get them the first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. Interesting call now coming up on 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Would have been a 45-yarder, but instead the offense staying out there. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to get this first down with ease, Brock. They pick up about 8 as they convert on 4th down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
First down, and they go right back to it. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. So
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Play action now with Purdy. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have first and goal when we begin our second quarter. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Purdy setting up that play action. He's got it. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Mano y mano. That's what that was. Two players that both thought the ball was theirs. The offensive player takes it away from the defender on that one.
Second down, Purdy. Catch made. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's going to be brought down shy of not just the end zone, Brock. That first down marker as well. So now offense facing an interesting fourth down decision.
It's now 4th and goal.
Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. Purdy now on 4th down. Has it in close. And there it is. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle capping an 11-play march to pay dirt. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And that makes this a 10-point game.
Niners 10, Raiders nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Derink Young to return this. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Raiders take
Second
over
drive
1st
coming up
and
for the
10.
Las Vegas offense.
They're on 27
And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Washington. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. Osa Odigizua. And that's going to lead to a lengthy now 3rd and 21.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and the sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
And first carry here for Ashton Genty. And the defense up to the task, so that should usher out the Raiders punt team on this fourth down. We'll see.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, San Francisco. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
Raiders nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Young on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To the air, Cousins. Complete right side to Washington. And this is going to break even, Brock, but nothing more than that. He goes out right along that line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10.
Out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Cousins. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Throw here, 3rd down. It is caught left side. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Purdy to throw. Outright McCaffrey makes the grab. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's going to be good for a 49ers first down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
ready to throw it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Eric Stokes. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. The 49ers with the lead here at Levi Stadium. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Purdy. This one's caught. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
It's a gain of a yard.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd.
At the 6-yard
As they'll
line.
meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Now Purdy. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Third and goal, Purdy. Diving for it, and he makes the play. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dejon Stribling, capping a 7-play scoring drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro.
The extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that makes this a 24-point ball game.
24. Raiders nothing.
Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Young on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Motion a receiver left. Looking to throw. Cousins. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's second down.
Incomplete. Renardo Green on the coverage.
Back to throw. Cousins. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Cousins lost it, and he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he's been one of the players of this game. Has it at the 37. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Purdy looking to throw. And this one's going to be picked off, but he dropped it. Oh, almost a one-play drive. Defender couldn't hang on, though, and they're going to feel fortunate coming up on second down now. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Working on second down. Purdy. And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Purdy throwing here. And this one's going to line up incomplete. He had him over the middle for a second, but he was muscled off that catch. That brings about fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Pinheiro's kick is good. And they're able to tack on 3 more to this lead before halftime.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Raiders offense headed out just before the break. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum here, or if they just choose to head off and lick those wounds. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Now it's Cousins. Pass caught by Jack Besh. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
On the throwaway.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now Cousins on third and shorts. Good as he was letting that one go. That pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete, and the defense forces fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And it will be first down, 49ers. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10 for Purdy. And he's completed 3/4 of his passes so far, 15 of 20 in this one. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's Kittle over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
10 yards on the
Trying to work quickly now.
It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. And didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Albee with the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Vegas offense ready to start this third quarter. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. First call here coming from the shotgun. Cousins. It's a screen play to Genty. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The 19-yard line.
Now a shotgun give to Washington. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
No throw, third and long. He's in trouble. He's not going to get away from this. He's dropping at the 10. Fred Warner. And that forces this offense into a 4th and 20.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Shoots away from one. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
He gets forward. That's about 4 yards. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. They pitch it to him. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
To his back it goes, Jordan James. How about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Here's a give inside to James. Tackles with what looks to be about 3 yards. That's enough. Fresh set of downs coming their way.
A gain of 3 yards.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. That's incomplete left side.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jones off the play action. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Black takes this one up the middle. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. To throw, here's Jones. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college games to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion. So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they played on their side of the ball.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing his Cousins. He's keeping it. It's a small gain up to the 38. And it's Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
Over the decades, you want to see elite defenses in the NFL. They have the big people that can run and the little people that will tackle. In that corner, well, he did his job there.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. To the air, Cousins. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete deep downfield. Wow, the coverage was good there. A lot of fight at the catch point. That's going to bring up fourth down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. That's taken at the 15. He dodged the tackle. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So here come the 49ers on offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. First down now, ball at the 33. They go play fake with Jones. Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. And the defender finally gets there, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that is a San Francisco first down.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Jones now on first, and he's hitting 50% on his passes since coming in. 3 for 6 so far. Running with James. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Jones. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes the play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Typically by this point, with this kind of lead late in the game, you don't see the ball pushed down the field. Now, there's part of me that kind of likes it because you're giving your backups an opportunity to play. There's also a part of me where, you better be careful because I don't think this defense is going to forget it.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and... They'll pitch it out to him. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Throwing on second, Jones. Catch made. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final. Extra point try now from Pinheiro.
Extra point.
Send right down the middle and good. And they pad their lead by
Makes
1.
The score, Niners 37, Raiders nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Young on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. New set of downs for him from the 31. Looking to throw, Cousins. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down and 10.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go inside, give to Washington. And he's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
That might not look like a lot, but that's some veteran stuff from the rookie runner right there. That kind of gain in the NFL, that's a win. May not be in high school, you may want to hit the big play, but those singles, they turn into doubles.
He's in trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. Alfred Collins. And now it's going to be 4th and 13.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Their punter making his way out now. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Now run, James. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now with Jones. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Darian Porter on the coverage.
Here's Jones to throw. That's caught for the 1st. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. Much like they have throughout this entire game, Brock, the opportunities to score just keep arriving, and that lead just keeps growing.
Just the best part of team sports, right? One side feeds the other side, that feeds the other side, and it's just an inferno right now. It's led to a lopsided score up there.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro.
Extra point.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And the blowout here continues.
Niners 44, Raiders nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. That's Collins who got him again. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. After the set, Cousins. Finds Genty underneath. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Complete to Ashton.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Now it's Cousins. And the rusher's going to win this rep. They get to him. That's Collins who got him again. And that's going to bring up a 4th and a long. 13 to go.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Punt team on the field. Takes it in at the 21. And you'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They pitch it out to him here. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. 49ers authoring a blowout here. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. A give left side to James. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up the 1st.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there. When they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
First down from the 42. This is James. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Running this with James. And he's got a choke here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that they love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.